It starts subtly. A teacup in the sink, one you don't remember using. You're a coffee person, have been for years. But there it is, a delicate porcelain cup with a faint floral scent clinging to it. You dismiss it. Maybe a friend stopped by and you forgot, but you live alone. Then, a few days later, you notice the towels in the bathroom are folded differently. Not your usual rushed, slightly crumpled fold, but a crisp, hotel-style trifold. It's neat. Too neat. You stand there, staring at the perfectly aligned edges, a cold knot forming in your stomach. You unfold one, then refold it your way, just to feel a sense of control. The next morning, it's folded perfectly again. The windows are another thing. You always leave the one in the living room cracked open. You love the night air. But every morning for the past week, you've found it locked shut. Not just closed, but securely locked. You check it before bed. You make a point of it now, leaving it open just an inch. But the dawn reveals the same reality. The latch is firmly in place. It feels like you're sharing your life with a ghost. A very tidy, very particular ghost who prefers tea, order, and sealed rooms. Your routine, the one you've curated over years, is being overwritten. It's like someone is coming in while you sleep, hitting a reset button on your day, carefully curating a life that isn't yours. You start leaving little traps. A book left open to a specific page on the nightstand. A pen placed at a particular angle on your desk. A single shoe left in the middle of the hallway. You need proof. You need to know you're not just losing your mind. But every morning, the book is closed, bookmark neatly tucked inside. The pen is straight, parallel to the edge of the desk. The shoe is back in the closet, perfectly paired with its partner. Nothing is ever out of place. It's a silent, meticulous invasion. Who is this person? Or what is it? A stranger with a key. A sleepwalking version of yourself. A secret self with entirely different habits? The thought is terrifying. This other you, this nocturnal editor of your life, is more organized, more careful, more put together. You feel like an intruder in your own home, a guest in your own skin. The coffee you brew in the morning tastes like a rebellion. The messy way you leave your bed feels like a desperate act of defiance. You are fighting to leave a mark, any mark, on a life that is being systematically erased and rewritten each night. You sit on your couch, clutching a mug of coffee, your coffee. You watch the sun stream through the locked window, the same window you know you left open. The quiet of the apartment is deafening. It's no longer a sanctuary. It's a stage. And you have no idea what role you're supposed to be playing. You're just waiting for the curtain to fall, to see who takes a bow for this perfectly crafted life that you're living. But that doesn't feel like your own. The scariest part isn't the teacups or the towels. It's the slow, creeping realization that the person living your life might be doing a better job of it than you are. And you don't even know who they are. You decide to stop fighting it. No traps, no camera. No shoes in the hallway. Just one small surrender. Before bed, you open the living room window 1 inch like always. And on the counter you leave a clean teacup. Delicate porcelain. You don't know why you do it. You just do. Then you write a note and slide it beneath the cup. If you're here, why? You sleep like a person pretending not to be afraid. Morning comes. The window is locked. The towels are perfect. The teacup is gone. In its place is your coffee mug. Washed, dried, and filled, not with coffee, with warm water that smells faintly like flowers, and a note tucked under the mug, written in the same neat hand. Because you don't take care of yourself when you're awake. You hold the mug and realize your hands are shaking. Not from fear. From something worse. Recognition. Because the voice in that sentence, the disappointment, the patience, the intimacy, sounds like the part of you that has been watching you for years. The part that used to try. The part you told to be quiet so you could survive. You stare at the locked window. And for the first time, the idea doesn't feel like an invasion. It feels like an intervention. That night you don't sleep. You sit in the dark with your coffee mug in both hands like it's an anchor. You don't set traps this time. You set a camera. Just your phone, tucked behind a stack of books, angled toward the kitchen. You tell yourself you're finally going to see it. Finally going to prove you're not imagining a second life happening in your absence. The hours crawl. The apartment stays still. No footsteps. No shadow. No door opening. No someone. Morning comes like it always does, soft and cruel. And your phone is dead. Not low, not drained. Dead in a way that feels intentional. You plug it in with shaking hands, watching the screen flicker back to life. The recording is there. You press play. The video shows your kitchen, empty. The sink, the counter, the locked window. Nothing moves for 6 hours. And then, at 2:17 a.m., the screen glitches. Not like a camera glitch. Like a hesitation. The frame freezes your apartment suspended in perfect stillness. And the timestamp jumps forward, skipping minutes like they don't exist. When it stabilizes, the kitchen is different. Not dramatically. Just corrected. The teacup is rinsed and placed upside down on a towel you don't own. The towel is folded like the ones in your bathroom. The chair you never push in is pushed in. And then you see it. Not a person. A movement small, familiar, passing the edge of the frame. A sleeve. A hand. Your hand. You pause the video and zoom in until the pixels blur. The wrist. The ring you always wear. The faint scar you got when you were 12. You sit back, breath gone, heart quiet in your chest like it's listening too. Then you notice the last thing the camera caught. Not in the video, but on your wall. A paper you didn't put there. A new page on your calendar, taped perfectly straight. Today's date circled in tidy handwriting. And beneath it, one sentence. You keep waking up in the wrong life. You don't scream. You don't call anyone. You just stare at it for a long time. Because somewhere deep in you, beneath the fear, something recognizes the handwriting the way you recognize your own name. And the scariest part isn't that you're being watched. It's that you're being managed. Like someone is preparing you for a role you agreed to and forgot you ever accepted. You call the landlord. You don't mention ghosts or routines or the teacup. You keep it rational. You ask the only question that makes sense. Has anyone else ever had a key to my unit? There's a pause on the line. Too long. Too careful. Then the landlord laughs, softly, like you've asked something silly. No, of course not. You exhale, angry at yourself for even calling. And then they add, casually. Well, not since the last tenant. Your throat tightens. Who was the last tenant? Another pause. It was you. You stop breathing. That's not possible. It's on the paperwork, the landlord says, voice turning polite again. Same unit. You've been here a long time. You look around your apartment. At the furniture you chose. The walls you painted. The life you remember building. And suddenly, the clean lines, the perfect folds, the tea scent. They don't feel new. They feel familiar. Like deja vu that's finally admitting what it is. You hang up without saying goodbye. You walk into your bedroom and open your closet. Everything is arranged by color. Not your doing. At the back, behind coats you never wear, there's a box. Inside, old mail addressed to you years old. A second set of keys. And a teacup, wrapped carefully in paper like it matters. On top of it all, a folded note. Your handwriting, but steadier. Older. Like someone who learned patience the hard way. It says, "Please stop undoing me.